Hello students, in present video I am going to explain about fourth problem from trial balance topic. I am taking this question from Telangana State Inter First Year Telugu Academy Accountancy Textbook. But this video is useful to all commerce students who want to know about trial balance topic. On trial balance topic, I made 4 lectures. These lectures videos links are available in the description box. This question is also available in the description box. Let us see the question first. The following are the balances extracted from the books of Manohar. Prepare a trial balance as on 31st March 2018. Purchases 50,000 rupees. Buildings 95,000. Wages 34,000. Fuel 2,400. Creditors 19,000. Bills payable 5,350. Discount received 1,035. Sales 96,500. Insurance 2,400. Freight 1,250. Opening stock 1,850. Drawings 9,000 rupees. Interest received 1,015. Continuation. Commission paid 150. Sundry debtors 29,500. Bad debts 4,400. Salaries 12,500. Carriage 2,800. Printing 1,000. Postage and stationery 1,500. Trade expenses 3,200. Bills receivable 3,450. Cash in hand 7,500. Cash at bank 16,000. Capital 75,000. General reserve 80,000. Let us solve this problem. In ledger book we prepare personal, real, nominal accounts. Now all those accounts names he has given in the question, and amounts also he has given. These amounts are nothing but balance carried down figures of ledger book. See the starting line of the question. The following are the balances extracted, taken from the books of Manohar. Prepare a trial balance as on 31st March 2018. Manohar is the owner of this firm. This firm did business from 1st April 2017 to 31st March 2018. So on this date, they want to prepare final accounts. So before preparing the final accounts, owner wants to check the arithmetic accuracy of accounts. Therefore, he wants to prepare trial balance on this date. At the end of the year, he wants to prepare a trial balance. For that, in ledger book, they prepare personal, real, nominal accounts. Now, all these accounts names we have to take in trial balance, and a ledger account contains a balance carried down figure. Every month we prepare ledger account. Every month the balance carried down will be there. But we take the balance carried down of ledger accounts on 31st March 2018 date. So at the end of the year, the balances of all ledger accounts we have to take in trial balance. Trial balance can be prepared in 2 formats: journal format, ledger format. Journal format columns are name of the account, debit and credit. Ledger account format is name of the account, debit amount, name of the account, credit amount. I am following journal format to prepare trial balance. While preparing trial balance, in question he gave account names. Now all these names in name of the account column one by one we have to write. In question he gave amounts. Now these amounts appear in debit column and in credit column. While writing these amounts in these columns, we have to follow these rules. So assets, expenses, losses, drawings, purchases, sales returns, related accounts show a debit balance. So if these accounts are given in the question, in debit column we have to write the amount. Liabilities, incomes, gains, capital, sales, purchase returns, reserves, provisions, funds related accounts show a credit balance. If these accounts are given in the problem, in credit column we have to write the amount. In Manohar books we have to prepare trial balance now. Therefore, first you have to write the owner's name. If firm name is given, firm name we should write. Below to that, trial balance. Below to that, he has given trial balance date on 31st March 18 we should prepare. On a particular date we prepare trial balance. Therefore, you have to write as on 31st March 18. We should not write for the year ended. It is not prepared from 1st April 17 to 31st March 18. On 31st March 18 we prepare. On a particular date we prepare. Therefore, as on word we should write. Purchases 50,000 rupees. Purchases is goods related account, and purchase account always shows a debit balance. Therefore, amount 50,000 rupees in debit column we should write. Buildings. Building is an asset. Asset related account show a debit balance, no? Amount in debit column. Wages. Firm pays wages to labor. To the firm, wage is an expenditure. Expenditure shows a debit balance. Therefore, wage amount in debit column we have to write. Fuel. Firm uses fuel while manufacturing goods. So to manufacture goods, we have to run the machine. To run the machine, we need fuel. So that fuel expenditure he is giving. As it is an expenditure, it shows a debit balance 2,400 rupees. Creditors. Creditor is a liability. So a supplier who sold goods to us on credit is known as creditor. Or any other person who lent money to us is known as creditor. So to creditor, firm is liable now. Therefore, to the firm it is a liability. Liability shows a credit balance. Therefore, in credit column we should write the amount 19,000 rupees. Bills payable. If a creditor wants a written proof from us, then he prepares a bills of exchange and takes our acceptance. So to us, that bills of exchange is known as bills payable. So creditor will be converted into bills payable. Creditor is a liability. Therefore, bills payable is also liability. Creditors account, bills payable account, debtors account, bills receivable account. These accounts come under personal accounts. Okay. So bills payable amount is 5,350. As it is a liability, credit side we should write the amount. Next, discount received 1,035 means we have to pay money to creditor. We paid that money before the due date. Then creditor allowed some discount to us. To the firm, this is discount received. It is a gain because we are not paying full amount to creditor. We are getting some concession while clearing the loan amount. Gain shows a credit balance now. Therefore, discount received amount in credit column we should write. Next, sales. Sales account is goods related account, and sales always shows a credit balance. Therefore, in credit column we should write the amount 96,500. Insurance. Whenever insurance word is given, we should understand that firm has taken insurance policy against a risk. So to insurance company, firm paid insurance premium. To the firm, that is an expenditure. Expenses related account show a debit balance. Therefore, in debit column we should write the amount. Next, freight. Freight means the transportation charges which are paid by the firm when goods are transported from one place to another place by truck, train, ship or aircraft. So to the firm, this is an expenditure. It shows a debit balance. Therefore, in debit column we should write the amount. Next, opening stock. It is an asset. The stock on 1st April 2017, year starting date, is known as opening stock. So opening stock is an asset. Asset shows a debit balance. So in debit column we have to write the amount. Drawings. From the firm, owner withdrew some amount for personal use. This is known as drawings. Drawings always we have to debit, because in journal entry always we debit drawings. So if journal entry is posted in drawings account, always on debit side only we post. If you balance this drawings account, always it shows a debit balance. Therefore, in debit column we have to write the amount. Interest received. Firm gave loan to somebody. On that, firm received interest. This is an income. Income related account show a credit balance now. So in credit column we should write the amount. Commission paid 150. We received benefit from somebody, some service we have received from somebody. In return, we give commission to them. To the firm, it is an expenditure. Expenses show a debit balance now. In debit column, we have to write the amount. And you need not to mention commission paid. Only commission word if you write, it gives a meaning that it is an expenditure to us. If it is an income, then clearly you have to write commission received. For income, received word you should write. But for expenses, you need not to write paid word. Commission word is enough. Amount is 150 rupees. Next, sundry debtors. Amount 29,500. Debtor is a person who is liable to the firm. Sundry means various. So firm has more than one debtor. Then all these debtors amounts total is 29,500. Debtor is a personal account now, and the debtor's account shows a debit balance because debtor is an asset. So in debit column we should write the amount. Next, bad debts. Bad debt word is related with the debtors. For example, debtor's amount is say 30,000 rupees. In that amount, one debtor who has to pay 500 rupees to us made a default. Means he failed to pay the amount to us. Clearly we came to know that 500 is not going to come in future. To us, it is a loss. That loss is known as bad debt. Debt means what? Loan. Loan became bad because it is irrecoverable now. So bad debt is a loss. Loss shows a debit balance now. Therefore in debit column we have to write the amount. Here bad debt amount is 4,400. Next, salaries. Firm pays salaries to employees. To the firm it is an expenditure. Expenditure related account show a debit balance. In debit column we have to write the amount. Next, carriage. Carriage means transporting the goods. Expenditure. In previous problems, he gave carriage on purchases, carriage on sale, carriage inward, carriage outward, these words. But here he has given only carriage word. If only carriage word is given, we should understand that he is giving about carriage on purchases. Means carriage inwards. Firm purchased goods from supplier. From supplier's shop to our factory, we are bringing these goods. For that we incur transportation cost. You may get a small doubt. Here already he gave freight, no? For freight also I gave the same explanation, transporting the goods. Then what is the difference between freight and carriage? Freight means if goods are delivered by truck, train, airplane, ship, it is known as freight expenditure. If goods are transported by a vehicle which is driven by horse, then that transportation cost is known as carriage. Carriage is an expenditure. Expenditure related account show a debit balance. So in debit column we have to write the amount. Printing. Firm incurred some expenses related to printing. Firm may print bill books, invoice books, or brochures, etc. To the firm, it is an expenditure. Expenses show a debit balance now. In debit column, you have to write the amount. Printing expenditure is 1,000 rupees. Postage and stationery. Postage. When we run business, we have to maintain communication with other parties now. With our bankers, with the suppliers, with the debtors, with the customers, with the government. Sometimes we send letters to them, some envelopes to them. For that, we have to incur some postal expenses now. That expenditure is known as postage. Stationery means when we run firm for office work, we use some stationery items. Regularly we buy them, white papers, books, pens, calculators, etc. So that expenditure is known as stationery expenditure. As this is expenditure, in debit column you have to write the amount. 1,500 rupees. Trade expenses. Trade means buying and selling. Nothing but business. Business related expenses. He is not clearly giving which expenditure it is. If trade expenses are given, some business related expenses they incur. As it is an expenditure, it shows a debit balance. In debit column you should write. Bills receivables. Bills payable. We gave acceptance to creditors now. Bills receivable is opposite to that. We prepare bills receivable on debtors. Debtor is a person who has to pay money to us. If firm wants a return proof from debtor, then firm prepares bills of exchange and takes acceptance from debtor. So to the firm, this bills of exchange is known as bills receivable, because in future on this particular document, firm is going to receive money. To the firm, this is an asset because money comes in future. Asset shows a debit balance now. Therefore, bills receivable amount in debit column we have to write. Cash in hand means cash balance on 31st March 2018. It is an asset. Asset shows a debit balance. In debit column we have to write the amount. Cash at bank. Firm is maintaining a current account in one bank. In that current account, on 31st March 2018, firm has a bank balance of 16,000 rupees. To the firm, this is an asset. Asset shows a debit balance. Therefore, cash at bank 16,000 rupees. In debit column we should write. Next, capital. Capital shows a credit balance always, because when owner brings capital, while writing the journal entry, always we credit capital account. In capital account, all capital related entries on credit side only we post. So if you calculate balance carried down in capital account, credit balance only comes. Therefore, in credit column we have to write the amount 75,000 rupees. General reserve. I don't know. All reserves related account show a credit balance. In credit column we have to write the amount. What do you mean by general reserve? It is some sort of savings. So to meet unexpected future expenses from present profit, if some amount is kept aside, if a reserve is created with that amount, that savings amount is known as general reserve. As it shows credit balance, in credit column we should write the amount 80,000 rupees. Thus, all ledger account balances, by following these rules, we have to write in debit column and credit column. Finally, we have to find out the totals of these two columns, and the total should be same. Then the meaning is, while posting the journal entries from journal or subsidiary books to ledger accounts, and while balancing the ledger accounts, there are no arithmetic errors. Debit column from 50,000 to 16,000 rupees. All these amounts total is 2,77,900 rupees. Similarly, credit column from 19,000 to 80,000. All these amounts total is also 2,77,900 rupees. Thus, two sides amount should get tallied. Then the meaning is our problem is correct. So this is all about fourth problem from trial balance topic. Hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you.